This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
And welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about the triple R's, which is so important in your life, but many of us don't really do it. And that's rest, relaxation, recharge. We need to take that time. Actually, make it 4 R's. Redmond, Redmond Wellness. And that is a gentleman that can help move your life forward with all of this and so much more through health, wellness, and fitness training. And he's Mike Redmond. He's back with us, back from vacation and rest, relaxation, and recharge. How are you doing today?
Yeah. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well, Steve. It just, like you said, came back, relaxed, recharged, more focused. Ideas percolated, and now I'm kind of branching off those ideas, expanding things. I mean, and that's what it does to you. It gives you room for creativity, but it also gives your body much needed recharge. And your body actually needs that, and you intentionally have to do that, especially with all that we do throughout the day and all the changes we're seeing in our society now. So it's a great time to go out and relax. Actually, the weather's getting colder. I think we are just talking about that. It's a great time to go out and do that. I don't know, flying might be a little tough these days, but getting away somewhere warm is an ideal situation if you haven't done it in a while, because you need it. You physically need it.
Did you see that report that I think it's like 23% of us or somewhere around that territory do not take first of all, don't take vacation at all. Then there's another large percentage who only take parts of it. We leave vacation time on the table, various reasons where work needs to get done, nobody to fill in. You're afraid to show less value by you leaving the company, but probably the worst thing you could do for yourself. And by the way, you earn that vacation time. That's like money left on the table by not taking your time.
How many of us are guilty of that? I mean, I myself, and in
Same.
my past experiences, I've been guilty of it, where
Me
I've
too.
left vacation time, and I've always tried to be strategic with it, and you can be strategic with it, and you almost need to be in our society because of those things you just mentioned. Sometimes you don't have people to take over for you. Your staff shortage. You don't always have time. You get busy, you have busier times than others, so you got to ride that low wave and find out when the best time for you is. But your body's going to show you signs. So your body is going to start showing signs if you've gone months and months and months, or years. Some people,
Mm.
I saw that report too. It was comparing this past year to 2024, and people just are flat out not taking their vacations for over a year now. And physiologically, your body, you're going to be less productive at work because your body's going to get more tired easily. You're going to get more stressed easily. You're going to get sick easier. You're not going to be as productive. That's why vacation time and sick time were created in the first place, because our bodies physiologically need it. And you have to, now in our society, you have to be more intentional taking it. You have to know what you're going into and say, hey, I need to rest, I need to relax and come back and recharge. And guess what? You're going to come back and be better at work and show your company your true value, because your value and your productivity are going to skyrocket. I promise you. And having someone to coach you through relaxation is actually helpful. I have my partner for that. But I have other people that help me coach and say, hey, take some time away. So it's been a busy couple months for me, and I just needed to take it and celebrate your big life events too. So that's kind of you got to find purpose for taking relaxation. And that's kind of one way to set out to do it.
I had a wake up a little more than a year ago where I would wake up on a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and I'd talk to friends, and they'd be in bed. It's like 11 o'clock, 11:30, and I would say, "What? You're in bed? You just wasted half the day. What are you doing? When you get out, it's a beautiful day. Get out and do something." And then I realized after some time where the body said, tap the brakes, I started intentionally one day on the weekend to stay in bed longer, DoorDash breakfast, have it show up, feel like a king in bed. And it finally clicked where doing nothing is actually doing something, right?
Yeah. And tell you, just coming back from my trip, what we did, of course we had our kids with us too. So sometimes you say you need a vacation from your vacation, but
Mhm.
but we were intentional. We knew what we wanted to do and we wanted to watch our kids, have fun, and relax on the beach. And we made sure we checked all those boxes. We weren't going to worry about going and seeing the sights and going out and doing this and that. It's like, no, no, no. We know we got to take care of the food and we got to take care of our kids and make sure they're fed and happy and having fun. And then other than that, we're just going to soak up the sun. And man, it comes back, you come back from that and you're like, wow,
Yeah.
you notice the difference and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. Where you can take a week before that and you're like, dragging along to work, dragging along, waking up, and saying, "Hey, man, I need to sleep in." You sleep in for 5 days in a row, and you're really feeling like a king.
Well, you know what? It's also the buildup too. A lot of times it's not just going away, it's thinking about it for a month, two, three, whatever. That
Yep.
yeah, another month, another 4 weeks, another 2 weeks,
Yes.
another, and then you're there. That's psychologically beneficial, I believe, at the same time. Maybe not going away, but if you're just changing up your routine, what are some of the things that we can do, short of,
Mhm.
sleeping in late? So maybe ground ourselves, get a little reflection, relaxation
Yeah.
suggestions.
Yeah, I would say you can be intentional about that too. People say, "Oh, relaxation almost has to be spontaneous." I don't think so. I take in different approaches with this, but even in the workplace, you can be more mindful about things. Be more mindful about taking a moment, pausing. If you know you have a big presentation or say a big meeting coming up, and you know you have to do a lot or do a lot of thinking, doing a lot of talking, then take some minute before that and take some time to yourself. Take some time to be quiet. Take some time to focus on some deep breathing. Some meditation can be great and helpful. And take some time to relax before that. Whatever relaxes you. Maybe it's just listening to some music and take some time in a quiet place and you're going to be even more focused and ready for that big presentation or meeting. So it's finding what's possible in your work environment. Another thing is, yeah, like you said, we can't always sleep in, but we can be more intentional about our nighttime routines too, and making sure, hey, oh, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, I think it's time to settle down, relax, calm yourself. I mean, we tell our kids all the time, "Hey, it's calming down time now. At time for bed." Calming. Well, you have to do that to yourself too. You have to calm yourself. Hey, oh yeah, I need to calm myself down too before bed, and you'll feel more rested. Make sure you're getting it on time and trying to get close to that 6 to 8 hours a night will be beneficial. Not always possible, especially if you have kids like like I do. But the closer you can reach to that goal of getting more sleep and getting a good night's rest, the better you're going to feel the next day.
Is it about routine, making a habit of the same schedule? Winding it down at a certain time. And I know there's going to be some variation in that. Life presents, gets in the way. But is that really kind of what it comes down to?
I think we are creatures of habit and routine. And setting up a routine like that can be, or tweaking your routine you already have to get closer to those goals of relaxing, of getting closer to the 6 to 8 hours of sleep, of maybe hydrating before going to bed too. Things like that can be helpful. So building a routine or tweaking a routine, yes. However, It's also, I want to say, important to again just realize you have to be intentional. You know, you have to try to plan for some of these things. If you're realizing parts of your routine aren't that great for you, well, let's be intentional. Let's maybe write some things down. Maybe we create an Excel sheet. Maybe things
Hmm.
like that, and try to tweak some things there,
Hmm.
and just being intentional about finding time to relax, whether it's a part of your routine or not. Maybe it can be spontaneous in that instance, but intentional at the same time, realizing, oh, I have something big coming up. I need to take a moment. Oh, I just did something big. I need to take a moment, you know, and just being intentional about that when things come along too. But you can be intentional and plan for things, plan for relaxation, building it in your routine, but also planning long term. Like, wow, I know it's going to be a busy couple of months. We're getting into a busy time of the year. I need to make sure I plan a holiday after that, and things like that.
You know what? It's always been said that it's important to journal and write your thoughts down and then see progression. Um,
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of this in a different way. That's certainly very important. What about call it a relaxation log? What did you do for yourself today to relax? How did you take care of
Oh,
yourself even this week? Like really documenting it, because I think we take it for granted. Like, yeah, I did it. I'm going to do it. No, now the page is
yeah.
staring you in the face.
Yes, my point exactly, Steve. We do take it for granted, and we can be more intentional about it. And logging it in that way is a fantastic idea, because you're making concrete steps, and you can go back and revisit and like, oh, I did this relaxation, and I really liked it that day. Let me try it again another day, and then you start building a routine. And that can be extremely helpful. Yeah, yeah. I think the more you document these kind of health steps, the better it can pay dividends. That's the same thing I think for nutrition. You can try to document when you eat. People can get really, really crazy with it and document to the gram and to the calorie. I'm
Yes.
not saying do all that. I'm saying the more you document, just writing down what you ate, and you go back and said, "Oh, I ate this today. Oh, I ate maybe I shouldn't have ate that today." but
Hmm.
or like, oh, then you can revisit. Oh, I ate this and this all this week. Okay, let's make some tweaks. Oh, I did this and this to relax this week, and I feel more recharged than usual. Perfect. Let's plan to do some of those the next week too. And
I want
that's
you,
what.
you just got back. I want to share that I 4 weeks ago went away for like 4 days and just
Nice.
Caribbean island. Found an Airbnb. Somebody recommended it. Had everything I needed. It was in a condo complex, looked like a resort. So inexpensive. So was the flight. They had a little restaurant down there. I had a steak dinner with a beer, with vegetables and fruit, like $11 maybe. Um, I have to and 4 months before I did the same exact thing, and I had made a commitment that I am going to go away by myself. I've never done that. I'm going to do this, and I did it twice in 4 months,
Wow.
minimal cost. Two words that come to mind from the whole experience: life changing.
Yes.
It really was. I had so much clarity, relaxation. The ocean was a 20-second walk away, if that.
Yeah.
I was there multiple times a day. I would just stare out. I would literally sit on a log. Life changing. And I tell everybody all the time, if you can do it, do it. It is so, so worth it. I've never done that in my life.
Yeah.
And found the
No.
secret.
Wonderful. Yes, that I think that is the secret. I mean, we did something somewhat similar. I think I told you we were down in Mexico, went to the all-inclusive, kid-friendly, had the kids with us. Went the beach was a minute walk from the kids' water park. So we just hop back and forth, beach and water park, beach and water park. And that was our days. And you come back and we felt a little tanner and we felt a little more energized and
Sure.
we were missing it, but we were ready to get back and do our regular routine. Our kids were ready too. They're like, wow, by 7 days, they're like, our oldest is like, yeah, I want to go back to preschool. So she was ready. So and that's yeah. I think it is the secret. The secret is you do need that time and you need to get away from top to bottom, and what companies need to realize, because one of the ideas I got from this time away is I'm expanding my business now, not just doing health coaching but working with nonprofits and small businesses to develop their program and project management, to help with grant writing because I have some expertise there,
Oh,
and do the health services as well. So that's the expansion part. The other part is your businesses, I don't care how big or how small, they're going to be more productive if your employees get that time off. So they need some time away. It's not a slight to the company. You could love the company and that's I think a lot of problems we're seeing now. People are scared, but also they want to show how devoted and love how much they love to work there. And they don't take their time off. But then what that does is detrimental to you and detrimental to your physical body and detrimental to your habits and your routine, because you get in a routine of overworking that leads to burnout and
yeah.
that leads to less productivity and that leads to the company having issues. So it's important from top to bottom to recognize that and tell your employees they need some time away so they can come back and give you 100%. And that's the expansion. And those are some things that I'm happy to work with people on, and looking forward to doing those kind of consultations and helping places help their employees, because you can be
Yeah.
intentional with it and you can coach it, and that's the important part.
Imagine if companies had you come in and coach on wellness, fitness, even something what seems easy, intentionally taking time to do quality relaxation.
Yeah.
How much it would show that the company cares about the employees. Like, I
Yeah.
don't, it would be amazing. Like they care enough to have somebody coach them along.
Yep, that's the business I'm in, Steve. I'm in the business of caring. I care about the employees. I want them to be at their best. And I think the companies, if they show that and they're willing to have those kinds of services, they're gonna reap the benefits. They're going to reap the benefits because their employees aren't going to be burnt out. Their employees aren't going to be overworked. They're actually going to come back and have ideas percolating. They're
Yep.
going to have come back and want to get more organized and have systems in place and develop better routines and better systems to get more things done for the company. So but the best part is their own health and wellness. Physiologically, you take that rest time, you take those vacations, they don't have to do what we did and go to the Caribbean or
Yeah.
Mexico, or but take a week off and a week away. Your body is physiologically going to feel better, feel more energy. You're going It's less stressful on you. Your body's going to feel stronger. You're usually, when you're taking this time away, you eat better too. I don't know if that's just a weird coincidence or not, but usually on these times away, you're eating better. You're eating more balanced, and your body's getting more balanced, and it's recuperating. So we have to be intentional about that, and balance is key.
Even the silly things like sleeping when you're tired, as opposed to got to
Yeah.
go to bed, got to get up at this time. The clock's going to go off.
Yeah.
My phone's going to ring. I love just, oh, I'm tired. Hey, I'm going to lay down. I don't care. I don't even know what time it is. I'm going to lay down. Like that. You could do that on vacation.
Exactly. Exactly. Tired or doing hobbies, things you enjoy too. It's great
Mm,
for your body. It's great for your self-esteem. Reading a book,
mm.
playing with your kids, going down a water slide, whatever it may be. Doing some things you enjoy.
How about the benefits of when they say getting back to nature? Now, I always heard that term, and I would say, all right, yeah, great, we're going to take a walk in the woods until I started realizing that there is a major benefit because you are grounding yourself in nature. And,
Yes.
I got that. And then I really got it when somebody said, well, don't you realize that we come from nature? And I was like, oh, what are your thoughts about the grounding thing, the woods, taking a walk and all of that?
I love it. I think I like to be balanced in these things. Like, come from a little bit of a scientific background since I studied a little bit of that, but also just realizing we're more than that, and perception and mindfulness is part of it too. So there's physiological benefits, like you're getting more vitamin D being out in nature, from the sunlight and the trees and all that. Those things are physiologically affecting us, but it also affects your mind. There's a peacefulness to it, that
Yes.
calms your mind, brings some mindfulness to your life. And with that, I believe, comes increased creativity, increased better blood flow, because your stress is calming down. Your physiological stress that we have on our bodies every day is going down. So your blood pressure is getting closer to what it needs to be. But you also have that brain part to it, that mindfulness, that it's calming presence, and brings you better energy there too. So there's a little bit of everything.
Oh, for sure. And even the sun thing. Yes, you got to be careful,
Yep.
skin cancer.
Yeah.
I have a friend who studies this very deeply, and he is a big proponent of what he now calls the sun diet. You need to have time in the sun, exposures, even in the winter. Um,
Yes. Oh, winter is key. It,
yeah,
we become
that's,
vitamin D deficient, and that affects many things in your body.
oh my gosh. Yes. And I was. And that's why I realized it, Mike, that being deficient in vitamin D, they told me it was the lowest level they've ever seen. So,
Yeah.
they gave me a prescription, 50,000 units of it once a week, and came back and was all good. But I had some brain fog. I didn't even realize it
Yes.
until I took the labs. And what I learned, as you're saying right there, is that vitamin D helps with the absorption of other vitamins and minerals. And
Yes.
this is one part of why
Oh,
it's so important.
there's many impacts of vitamin D on your body. As with all vitamins, right? You need a healthy balance of all of them, to really have, like you said, cognitive abilities as well as physiological abilities. That's what those vitamins do. They help us feel like clarity, clear during the day, good energy during the day. You become deficient in one of those, and so all of a sudden you're getting fogged up, and you're having lower levels of energy. And then what are you? You're unproductive at work. And
Yep.
that's what happens at a lot of these, corporate and other jobs. We're inside all day. We're inside all day. We're on our laptops all day, and we're not getting sufficient vitamins in our meals or by being out in nature. So we need a little more of all that. And that's why those vacations and being intentional about it is so important, because we have to try to get closer to that balance. It's all about balance, Steve.
Well, here we are. It's Friday. Hope you got the weekend off.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still percolating some ideas. I might do a little more creative things this weekend, but mainly enjoying time with my kids.
Yeah. Well, good for you. And if anybody's looking for some coaching, some direction in their
Yep.
wellness, what's your website, Mike?
RedmondWellnessCo.com. All one word.
Got it. Thank you so much for today. Also, your transparency, sharing your journey. And I love stories. Like, it inspires us. We take little pieces from things we hear. Truly appreciate it. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Looking forward to the next time.
Likewise. We'll be right back.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.